Hello everyone, welcome. Namaste, namaste. Hi. Good. Hope all is well, that you're well today. For those of you who are here, just let me know where you're calling in from, where you are. Hi, Rosa from Boston. Nice to meet you. Great. Come on in, everyone. We'll start in a few minutes, but before we do, I just want to make sure that you have some items that are a little bit necessary for today. Hi, let's see. Eliane, nice to see you from Canada. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Anne from Virginia. Aaron, Wisconsin. Super. So, some of the items that you might need today, I always like to have a little candle. So, by the end of the practice, we can do a little bit of a candlelight, meditation. It's always so nice to light a candle in the dark. And today, I would ask if you have some sort of blanket that you can roll up, right? These are these kind of traditional yoga blankets, but you can use any kind of fleece blanket or any thin blanket. And we're going to use that in the very beginning of our practice, right? So if you can make a nice tight roll of it, that would be very helpful. All right, Patty, welcome from Boston. And Carmen from Minneapolis, great. Come on in, everyone. Good. Right, so for those of you who are just coming in, we'll need a blanket today, right in the very beginning of our practice, and a candle or something that you can light would be excellent. Great. So get yourself situated, and we shall begin momentarily, right? If for those of you who are here, just let me know maybe what is it that you feel that you need today, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or at the deepest spirit level. Where is it in your body, in your mind, that you really need to go and access today? You can go ahead and type that into the chat box, and I'll be happy as best I can to incorporate that for you. Good. All right. So this is an all levels class, and whatever you can do, please do. Whatever you cannot do, just stay more with the feeling of the breath rather than forcing or pushing yourself beyond the boundary of your potential, right? For me and these classes that I teach, the most important thing is the maintenance and the structure of our breathing. Right? The physical asana is just a mechanism by which we practice that because we have a physical body. Good. All right, so let's begin. So, namaste, everybody. My name is Kushi. It's always such a pleasure to be with you here on Insight Timer, people all around the globe, all around the world. It's so nice to have that experience to link together. So, just take a moment and feel the magnanimity of everybody around you, of everybody practicing together. Good. And then we'll go ahead and start lying down. So, our posture today will be a version of Shavasana. And you'll take your blanket that's rolled up, right? Make it into a really nice tight roll. You can use anything, a shawl, a blanket, right? You don't have to have these kind of props that we traditionally have in studios, but you can find so many of these things in your homes, right? So a nice tight roll, and then you're going to place it vertically on your mat. Good. For those of you with a longer spine, you might consider a pillow or another blanket at the head of that nice long roll of the blanket. Good. Namaste, namaste, everyone. Right, so this is our setup for beginning our class today. Ready? You're going to go ahead and sit right in front of your blanket. So your sacrum is very close to the very edge of that long roll of the blanket, keeping the knees bent. You'll go ahead and lie down your entire spinal column on the length of the blanket. Now, depending again on the length of your torso, maybe your head is on the blanket. If it's off the blanket, you place a pillow or another blanket there for yourself. And then if it's comfortable for your shoulders, wrists, and elbows, take your arms out to the sides. And some of you might want to lengthen the legs out. Feels good already. This is a wonderful way to start to softly and quietly release the spine. Reading and getting deeper into the back body in a very gentle and harmonious way. So generally, right, forward folding or this forward movement is very common, but accessing the back body and the information along the back of the spine is something that we don't traditionally do in most of our daily life and most of our exercise. And really only through yoga can we start to understand the mystery of what's going on back here. Good. So just find the positioning for your limbs that's most comfortable to support the back in this way. Even if that means bending your knees and planting the feet on the ground, that's totally fine. Find your natural entry. Welcome, welcome. Good. And there's a bit of danger in this pose because one doesn't necessarily want to come out, right? So as you lie down and be passive and using really none of your physical effort, it's just the relationship of your body, your prop, and gravity. Now all linked together, mediated by your breath. So starting to breathe diaphragmatically. You can even take one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest if you're feeling especially anxious today or there's a lot of tightness in the way in which you're breathing. Place your hands on your body. And start to breathe in the yogic way, right? That's a deep diaphragmatic breath, so feeling as though you fill all the way into the lungs. As lungs expand, so do the belly. Belly and abdominal organs rise as you breathe in and fall as you breathe out. Good. Just take a few cycles of breath. Let the lower jaw relax away from the upper jaw so that there's space between the teeth and the tongue. Let the eyeballs sink towards the back of the head, forehead relaxes. Inner ears soften. Let the fingers curl naturally, joints soften with this experience of expanding and contracting in your breathing. Good. This is the quality now of effortless effort. The vertebrae begin to do their natural release through weight, through the essence of the body, dropping down into the earth. Your only conscious effort right now is on breath, bringing your awareness towards breathing, the rise and fall of your abdomen. Start to feel this invisible circle around you. Everything within this circle is what is most nourishing to your practice and to your being. And then the rest outside of this boundary can stay there until the practice is over. One really has to be very protective of one's prana, one's energy, and this boundary that you create so that your prana, your life force, does not constantly dissipate outwards, but can be collected, preserved, and used wisely. Good. Now, as you exhale, begin to deepen and lengthen your exhalations, right? Still lying down across your blanket or bolster, seeing if you can naturally lengthen your exhalations by 1 second or 2 seconds. And as you do that, mentally repeating to yourself the mantra Om. So inhaling, filling the body, and as the exhale leaves the body, listening to the mantra within your own being. Being with that inner sound on the exhalations, natural rise on the inhalations. Letting now the sound alongside the breath start to soften any of these residual holdings. The tiny corners of the body that haven't learned just how to let go just yet, letting that vibration soothe them and soften them. Very good. Gently letting now the mantra recede back into the vibration field of the body, deep into the heart. If your legs are straight, slowly bend your knees. Right, as you exhale, you just roll off to one side just for a moment and then come to sit up. Taking your props off to the side again, and then this time coming back onto the ground. Now, feeling what it's like to lay down flat without the support of your blanket or your prop. Bringing the legs together, arms down by the sides of the body, Uttanasana. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you, light press of the back of the head against the ground. Start to deepen your breathing. Even inhale, even exhale. Maybe you found that There's a little bit more of an expression of the breath along the front, sides, and now especially the back of the body. You are definitely a three-dimensional being, if not more. So breathing in that way. Maybe 4-second, 5-second inhale, 4-second, 5-second exhale. Your next exhalation now, bring your right knee in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers around any part of the leg that's comfortable. As you inhale, soften the joints of the arms. And as you exhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Draw the thigh in towards the lower right abdominal region. Inhale to release and soften the joints. And then exhale, deepen the pressure in the hip joint, in the hip flexor, keeping the left leg firm on the ground. One more time. I like to practice with ujjayi, the sound in the throat, slight constriction of the throat muscles so I can hear the sound of my breath. Good. Next inhalation. Reach that right leg long and down, arms down by the sides of the body. Suptasana. Next exhalation, left knee comes in, interlace and squeeze. As you inhale, find softness through the joints. And as you exhale, using that especially upper thigh region to press deeply towards the abdomen and abdominal organs, your descending colon. Inhale to release, using your right leg as an anchor point to draw the left thigh in as you exhale. Very good, everyone. And then inhale, lengthen that left leg long next to the right, Suptasana. Next exhalation, both knees bend in towards the chest. Wrap your arms around the shins or behind the legs. If you're wrapping around the shins, maybe hold on to opposite elbows. And again, same thing here. Deep squeeze as you exhale. And then softness in the fingers, wrists, elbows, and shoulders as you inhale. Now, staying here, next inhalation, lifting your chin towards the knees. Exhale, lower down. Now the tip of the nose. As you inhale, reach the tip of the nose towards the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale now the forehead region towards the knees. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, softly relax the arms down and stretch the legs long, Suptasana. Supta means reclined, so reclining but in an energetic way, the limbs close to the midline. Start to deepen your breathing again, observe your heart rate. Remember that feeling of the wide open back body, a little bit more information flowing there. Good. Next inhalation, see if you can lift both legs up towards the sky. You're welcome to bend the knees to do so. Otherwise, lifting both legs long together, or bend knees, lift, and then straighten the legs. Good. Exhale here, dropping the heads of the thigh bones deep into the hips. And then inhale, widen your arms out to the sides from the shoulders, palms face down, fingers together. Good. Now, firm press of the back of the head against the ground. The chin comes in slightly. Inhale, reach, reach, reach through the joints of the legs. And then as you exhale, you're going to softly release the legs over to the right side in a spinal twist. Right, if you have any lower back issues, you can always bend the knees. The toes are up towards those right fingers. Next inhalation, you can lift your head and turn your head towards the left, but not necessary. The main action is in the deep twist now of the lower abdomen on the left side. Good. Keep pressing down through the upper left part of the body into the earth and bringing your breath deep into the space between the ribs, right? That's your left lung cavity. See if you can maintain that 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale. Good. Next inhalation, perhaps you'll need to bend your knees to bring the legs back up. Stretch them long if you need to. And then exhale, slowly guide the legs straight or bent knees over towards the left hand. Inhale, lift the head and twist it over towards the right. That's only if you don't have any cervical spine issues or scoliosis in the neck. Otherwise, keep the head straight. Good. Now let go of any striving in this position. Now, how do we do that? It's just a matter of softness in the joints. The joints represent pranasthanas, or places of prana in the body. So softening and opening the doorways of the joints so that really you can breathe freer and easier. Good. Deepen the experience of your right lung now into the ground. Starting to feel the depth of your lower abdominal area, where your organs are. Bring the prana, your life force, there. Good. Now, with your next inhalation, through the strength in your abdomen, lift the legs straight up or bend the knees, and then coming up, lengthening the legs up towards the sky. Exhale, arms down by the sides of the body, and then slowly lower the legs down. Roll the shoulder blades underneath you again. Just feel and sense into the lower abdominal region, the organs there. As you exhale now, bend both knees, plant the feet on the ground. Feet are parallel, right, in front of the sitting bones. Hands by the sides of the body, fingers together. Setu Bandhasana, your bridge position. Pressing the two hands, the 2 feet, the backs of the shoulders and the back of the head against the ground. Inhale, reach the knees forward. Lift the hips, sacrum, and front of the chest. Keep the head steady. As you exhale, slowly lower down. No rushing today, please. We're trying to increase the sustainability, longevity of our body and organs by a smooth, deep breath. Continue. Inhale. Slow rise up. Watch how your legs lengthen, the front of the pelvis lengthens, upper body arcs, and exhale, release. Listen to that ujjayi breath in the throat, cueing you with the movement. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Good. Now a variety of arm movements with the leg movement and back movement as you inhale now, coming up towards bridge position. Take the arms up, straight above the shoulders, interlace the fingers and press the palms away from you as you come to the peak of your bridge in this moment. And then exhale, separate the fingers, lower the hips, lower the hands. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, hips rise, arms rise. If you can, interlace the fingers, press the palms, press the sacrum up. And then exhale, lower down. And again, inhale. Don't have to go very high, but just the feeling of the lift in the back body. And exhale, lower down. Very nice, everyone. Now taking the arms all the way back behind you. Inhale, lifting from the sacrum, lifting the arms, and then continuing their sweeping movement all the way behind you, backs of the hands towards or on the ground. And exhale, timing the arms to come down and hips to come down relatively at the same time. 2 more times. Inhale. Open up the front of the body underneath the arms and exhale. Lower. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Warming up the joints of the vertebrae. Good. Take a resting breath now. Relax the fingers, wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Feel your heart rate, right? We don't want to stress the heart in yoga, right? The key is to keep a steady heart rate throughout all of the postures, no matter how challenging they may be. So that really means paying attention today. Good. Now, coming up into bridge position again. Inhale, this time we'll hold. Rise the hips. Some of you may like to interlace the fingers underneath the body. Others of you can even walk the feet closer towards you and hold on to the ankles, right? So that you're really fully in this closed circuit of the body. 3 breaths. You're always welcome to place a blanket or a block underneath your sacrum for more support. Keep your breathing steady. If your breathing starts to speed up, 1 second or 2 second breaths, then come down, please. With this 4 or 5 second breath, we're really saturating our organs, saturating the nadis, the energy channels, and creating this homeostasis in the nervous system that really only these mindfulness practices can give us. Good. Next exhalation, soften your grip and slowly come down. Rest your body. Relax your joints. Good. And just gently turn your head from side to side if there's any tension in the neck or back of the skull. And then bring the head back to neutral. Lengthen the legs long on your mat. Legs together. Flip the palms down and just hug the thumbs underneath your thighs or buttocks, wherever they reach. Good. Roll your shoulder blades underneath you. We're going to lift up into what's called Madhya Setu. Madhya Setu is the middle bridge. So as we inhale, we're going to lift everything from the heels to the shoulders, everything in between these 2 points, right? So if you've never done Madhya Setu, you can look here. The palms are down, heels are down, shoulders and head stay down. But everything in between, this arc from the heels to the shoulders, rises up. So inhale, pressing down to the contact points of the arms. and then lifting up, right, to your capacity. Doesn't have to be very large. And then exhale, lower down. It's actually a very deep back bend, very engaging. Even if it's just a slight awareness there, it's enough. Inhale, right, lifting the buttocks up off of the ground, keeping the heels, shoulders and arms down, head down. Exhale, lower down. Point the toes away from you, and again, just feel that back body lift. Inhale, and exhale, lower down. Very good, everyone. Just relax your body. Take your arms out, legs wide, Shavasana. Just rest, please. When we think of back bending, mainly through social media, right? These ideas, fantastic ideas of back bending are always a wheel or something fantastic. But this Madhya Setu is something very deep, very subtle, and very engaging for your body. So now rest, rest, rest completely. Let the heart rate settle down. Let your breath rate settle down naturally. No more control of breath. Nice and easy, please. Good. Rest in between the postures is necessary for that restoration aspect of our nervous system. Good. Now start to breathe deeper. Bring your legs together, arms down by the sides of the body. Listening to the breath in Ujjayi, that slight rubbing sensation in the throat, so the sound is there alongside your inhalations and exhalations. Next inhale, take the arms all the way up. Reach them behind you, interlace the fingers, press the palms away. As you exhale, empty all the breath out of your abdomen. Hold the breath out. See if you can roll all the way up and come to reach for your big toes. If you cannot do that, always use the hands, no problem. Interlace your fingers. Inhale, roll down the spine. Reach the arms back behind you or down by the sides if you need the support of your arms to rise up. Now exhale all the breath out. Hold the breath out, rise up, reach for the sides of your legs or sides of your feet. Inhale, interlace the fingers, roll all the way down. Extend the arms behind you. Exhale slowly, empty, empty, empty the abdomen. Hold the breath out, roll all the way up, come to reach for the tops of the legs or beyond the feet. Inhale, interlace your fingers. Now this time rise straight up to sit in Tadasana. Exhale, take the hands down by the sides of your hips. Firm press of the palms down. Inhale, lift the waist. Exhale, press the thigh bones down. Fully engaged, inhaling, lifting and lengthening the spine. Good. Now this time as you exhale, lean back slightly, bend your knees, press up off of your hips and roll over onto the balls of your feet or soles of your feet. Deep Uttanasana or your squat. Inhale, slide your hands back, press into the ground, lengthen the legs as you fold over them in Uttanasana, forward fold. You don't have to touch the ground, hands can be on the shins, no problem. Good. Your next inhalation, take your hands to your hips, lengthen out the spine and rise all the way up. As you exhale, take your arms down by the sides of the body. Come to stand in Tadasan, mountain pose. Arms down, if you can, legs together. Helps to keep the mind in the midline of the body, which is our spinal column. Good. Close your eyes, focusing on the pranasthana, the place of prana, deep in the heart center. Deepen your breathing. And see again if you can feel the back of your body in equal measure as the front. Good. Some openings for the lungs now. As you inhale, slowly take your arms out and up. Interlace the fingers at the top, press up. Nice, everyone. As you exhale, bend your elbows out to the sides, take the hands behind the head. Inhale, stay here. Widen through the fronts of the lungs. Exhale deeply here. Strengthen the legs against the ground. Inhale, press up with the palms. Lifting from the waist region, not the shoulders. There you go. And then exhale, lower the arms down. For some of you, it might be hard to move this slow, right? Maybe you're used to very fast vinyasa classes, but that's more for the cardio aspect rather than the yogic aspect of melding and linking a long, deep breath with awareness. Now inhale, take your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers, press up, lifting from the waist. As you exhale, now separate your hands, bend your elbows, and take your palms to their respective shoulders, right to right, left to left. Inhale deeply here. Wrap the upper arm bones closer by the sides of the head, and exhale, feeling your legs and your feet. Inhale, interlace the fingers, press up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen the joints. It's okay if you cannot interlace, just reach up. Exhale, lower down. Good. All right, this really helps to stretch these accessory muscles of breathing. Inhale, again, arms out and up. Creating space in that thoracic cavity. Interlace the fingers, press up. Now this time as you exhale, separate the hands, bend your elbows, but cross your arms behind you. So right hand goes to left shoulder, left hand goes to right shoulder. Inhale, squeeze the upper arm bones closer by the sides of the head. Lift from the waist, and then exhale, press down through your heel bones. There you go. Inhale, interlace your fingers, press up. And exhale, lower down, back to Sammasthiti or Tadasan mountain pose. Relax your breathing, focusing at the heart center, eyes gently closed. Just observe these, quote, simple movements, if they've increased your heart rate, if you feel steady and calm, maybe able to breathe a little bit deeper. Good. Gently open the eyes. Next inhalation, sweep the arms behind you. Hold opposite wrists, opposite elbows, or even coming into Prishta Anjali or reverse Namaste in the mid-back. Whatever is most comfortable for your joints, right? Now inhale, lift the waist. And then as you exhale, twist to the right. From the hips, ribs, shoulders, and then finally head and neck. Try not to lift the feet up off of the ground. Inhale here. Exhale, if there's space, only then twist deeper. Good. 2 more breaths here. Now the head and neck are fairly flexible compared to the lower half of the spine. So focusing deeper on the sacrum, hips, and the rib cage as you twist. Good. Now press down through the heel bones. Your next inhalation, come back to center. Your next exhalation, beginning the twist from the base of the spine and then moving your way up, giving more importance to the foundation than the peak. Good. Inhale here. And exhale. If the end of the exhalation you find there's room in your spine to twist deeper, then go ahead. If you're forcing, what you'll notice is that your inhalations become more hurried, right? So that's a signal to you not to force with your mind or your ego, and really listen to the natural capacity of the body, which responds to a steady breath. Good. Press down through the heel bones, energize the legs, let them support you as you inhale and come back to center. Exhale, relax your arms down, Samasthiti. Good. Start to observe what is happening inside of you. Next inhalation, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up, and then we'll just go for a deep forward fold here. Separate the hands, fold all the way down towards the feet. If you can, hold on to your big toes. If not, hold on anywhere along the legs. Now inhale, gaze forward, lifting and lengthening the side body. And then as you exhale, bend your elbows, maybe even bend your knees if you need to, and fold deeply. Upper body towards the lower body. 3 breaths here. Start to deepen your exhalations, please. Listen to the sound of your breath. Let that be a cue for you to understand your own self, your own mind, your own kleshas, the things that obscure your relationship with this fundamental act of breathing, that bring you out, right? It's like being in a daze. When you're in the past or the future, it just dissipates your energy. Remember that protective boundary around you to keep what is most nourishing within. Everything else can wait at the edges of those doorways. Good. Next inhalation, interlace your fingers, press the palms down, out in front of you, and all the way up. Come to rise. As you exhale, take the arms down by the sides of the body. Very nice, everyone. Relax your breathing and relax from the head to the toes, your joints, soften. Good. Now, slowly opening your eyes, gazing at a point in front of you, down the bridge of the nose. Step a little bit more firmly into your left leg. And then as you exhale, bend your right knee and bring your right knee towards your chest. You can interlace around the kneecap or underneath the thigh, whatever's most comfortable. What you'll sense happening is that your left leg and left ankle start dancing a bit, and that's fine. Try to firm through the heel bone of the left leg. Keep the upper body upright. Now lengthen the left side of the body as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, see if you can bring the thigh towards the chest a little bit more on the right side. Good. A few options here. You either stay continuing observing your breath, or for those of you who can, take your hands down towards the foot, cross your wrist, right? So your right hand holds the inside of the foot, left hand holds the outside of the foot. And then option to stay here. Or if your breath is steady, heart rate is steady, press down through the left foot. As you inhale, extend that right leg long. And then as you exhale, slowly bend over the leg. You can do this also holding the back of that right thigh and extending the leg. Good. Heart rate will increase. Just observe. And then wherever you are, exhale, bending the knee back in if the leg is straightened. Inhale, straighten and lift through the back body. And then exhale, let go. Ooh, good. Come to stand. Separate the feet just a little bit wider than hip width apart and just begin to rock from side to side. Right? Poses like that require a lot of intense concentration, and there's a build-up that happens in the body, right? So just relaxing it now. Letting your breath be smooth. Letting your heart rate settle. Good. And then coming back to stillness, walk the feet together. Tadasan mountain pose. Gazing down the bridge of the nose at a point in front of you, begin to deepen your breathing with ujjayi, that rubbing sensation in the throat. Weighted into your right leg now as you exhale. Bend your left knee, hold behind the thigh, around the front of the knee or the shin, whatever is most comfortable. Right? Just stay here for a moment. Feel that little, I call it the dancing ankle on that right side. Press down through the right heel bone so that you really lengthen through the back of the right knee. Good. Soften the shoulders back. Remember that feeling of being on the ground in the beginning where the back body was wide open with the support of the bolster. Keeping that feeling alive. Good. Stay here, or if your breath is steady, cross your wrist, hold on to that left foot, and then come to, again, stand upright. Very nice. Stay here, or with your next inhalation, slowly begin to lengthen your left leg and fold over. Again, if you're holding the back of the thigh, you can do the same thing, extending the leg. Right? Try not to hold your breath, please. Not so easy. Good. And then as you exhale, bend your knee. And then slowly step down. Again, separate the feet. And just gently rock, so no more control of breath. Just let your breath naturally relax as you soften in the joints. Good. And then slowly walk the feet underneath you. If the heart rate has settled, then start deepening your breathing into ujjayi. Otherwise, just wait. Right? What have we got to rush for? Good. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers at the top. Good. Now as you exhale, begin to squat, right? Coming halfway down. Inhale, slow rise up. Arc the upper back, gaze up at the top. Exhale again, chin comes down towards the notch of the throat as you squat halfway down. Again, inhale, slow rise up, arc the upper back, take the arm bones back as you rise up. And now exhale, chin comes down slightly, gazing down, right? Seeing if you can come all the way, deep squat all the way to the ground, Uttanasana. If you need support, take your hands on the ground, no problem at all. Right? From here, seeing how we get from this position to your Vajrasana, sitting on the heels. So you can try this with me. As you exhale, slowly lower both knees down to the ground. Relax the tops of the feet and come to sit on the heels, arms down. Right? It's usually not so graceful. So you can find your way there any which way. This is the art of vinyasa, really. It's an art form to be able to link challenging movements with a very slow, deep breath. Not 1 second, 2 second breath, but 4 second, 5 second breath, so that you are really entering into the deeper koshas or sheaths of the body, mind, and spirit. Good. Now, with your next inhalation, interlace the fingers, rise the arms up, lean forward, tuck your toes, right? And then see about coming back to the previous squatting position. So lean back slightly, and if you can come back, or take the hands on the ground, and then just press yourself back. Walk the hands back, lower the arms, bring the hips down, and extend the legs straight out in front of you in Dandasana. Good. Reach your arms to the sides of the legs, and then as you inhale, open the legs not very wide, maybe a 90-degree angle or so. So we don't want super wide legs here. As you sit here, and if you feel like, oh, the back of the body is the C curve, right? Go ahead and take a blanket or a cushion. I tend to need to do this because this is a difficult pose for me. Good. Sitting up towards the edge of that blanket, and then much better for my lower back. Good. Right? Even as yoga teachers, there's definitely a lot of poses that we avoid. This is one of them for me, but I try not to avoid it because I try to teach it so that I can also remember to practice. Now inhale, take your arms up, interlace your fingers, press up. You can either point or flex the toes, right? That helps to keep the legs active. Now stay here, lift from the waist region, right? That's your lower ribs, lifting up rather than hunching the shoulders up to extend the arms. Good. Now as you exhale, hinging forward from the hips, coming halfway down. Inhale, rise up. Keep the head alongside the arm bones. Exhale. Slowly tilt forward in the pelvis. Press the thigh bones down. Come halfway. Inhale. Rise up. Good. Now exhale. Take the arms out by the sides of the shoulders. Palms face forward. Exhale here. Press down through the pelvis and sitting bones. Inhale. Arc the upper back. Gaze up. And then turn the chin down. Exhale, come halfway down. Inhale, rise up. As you rise up, really spread open the arms, spread open the chest, gaze up. As you exhale, turn the chin down and fold. One more time. Inhale, get the body used to the posture. And exhale now, this time holding anywhere on top of the legs. If you can, hook the big toes, doing so, and then let the head hang down. The upper back will round. This is a forward fold, so we're not trying to have an absolute straight back in a forward fold. Focusing on the broadening experience of your sacrum, but the upper back can round. And then soften the joints of the arms so that you're not pulling yourself into the posture, but rather feeling the energetic pulsation of your breath. If there's room at the end of the exhalation to fold forward more, then you do so, because the exhale dictates it. Otherwise, just stay as you are. If you find that your breathing becomes constricted, rise up and take your arms behind you and just support the spine in an upright position. Good. 3 more breaths. Start to slow down your exhalations wherever you are on the spectrum of this forward fold. When we're in positions like this, there's usually 2 types of ego language, right? One is that, wow, look how flexible I am. I'm almost down, or I'm down to the ground. This feels great, or, oh, I'm never going to get there, right? So just let both of these 2 extreme thoughts go and be as you are, who you are, what you are in this moment. Good. Now, with your next inhalation, let go of what you're holding on to. Spread open your arms, big wings, rise up, arc the upper back, gaze up. And then as you exhale, take your hands down, hold the outsides of your knees or your thighs. You can bend one knee, bring the foot in, bend the other knee, bring the foot in, soles of the feet to touch. Good. Slide the heels a little bit closer towards you in Baddha Konasana, holding the ankles or interlace around the feet, whatever is most comfortable. Now we'll stay upright, please. So as you exhale, press the thigh bones, the outer thighs, outer knees down towards the ground. As you inhale, lifting from that waist region, just like we do when we lift the arms. Chin down slightly to lengthen the cervical spine. Close your eyes. And softly, quietly go into the inner space of the heart. Your ujjayi, or your breath that rubs against the throat, becomes more soft, more subtle, feeling the breath coursing across the soft palate region. Good. And then slowly open the eyes, lean back slightly, and then cross your ankles. Just come into Sukhasana, or an easy position. Relaxed position for the hips. If you need to sit up on something, do that. Take your right hand into Vishnu or Mrigi Mudra. Fold down the pointer finger and middle finger. Bring the hand towards the face. Thumb will close the bony part of the right nostril. Ring finger will close the bony part of the left nostril. But just keep the fingers lightly there for now. Left hand face down on the knee or thigh. Good. Now lengthen the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders back and down. We'll just practice some Chandra Vedana. Chandra Vedana is opening the lunar channel, getting ready for relaxation. Our breath rate will be 4 on the inhale and 8 on the exhale. Just take a deep breath in through both nostrils. And a deep breath out through both nostrils. Lengthen that exhalation. Empty, empty, empty. Close the right nostril. Inhale left for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Light hold at the top. Close the left. Exhale right for 8. Or up to 8, whatever you can. 7, 8. Inhale left, opening that left channel, the lunar channel. Light hold. Exhale right. Relax your shoulders and your face. 7, 8. Inhale left. Light hold. Exhale right. Good. Now bring the hand down. Observe the current state of your body, of your mind. If you need full rest, come to lie down in Shavasana, right? Before you do that, maybe light your candle, dim your lights. If you find that your body feels energetic, mind is bright, then stay seated upright, right? Dim the lights. If you're lying down, have a blanket or a pillow underneath the head, a blanket over your body. It's the more wintry months for us in the Northern Hemisphere. Good. So whichever posture you've chosen, seated upright or laying on the ground, let there be a sense of relaxation in the way in which you embody yourself in the posture. At any time, if you are upright and need to lie down, then do so, no problem. Let the skin across the scalp soften. The lines of emotion on the face release. Jaw relax. Root of the tongue and teeth. Moving your awareness like very slow, dripping honey down through the neck and throat, tops of the shoulders, deepen and soften. Feeling the vibrations in the arms and the joints of the arms, shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. Coming back into the torso, pit of the throat, center of the heart. Experiencing from the front, the back, and the sides, down through the navel, and hips. Let your hips let go of the legs. Legs drop to the earth. Knees, ankles, feet and toes. Letting your awareness, your mind, dissolve into this process of vibration in the body. And for a few breaths, natural breaths, letting your mind be in every cell, every expansion and contraction. As the personality begins to fade, and the need to uphold and preserve this personality of I, no longer so important in this moment. Let your mind now gently rest in the center of the heart, the deep cave of your consciousness. Don't try to push or force your way in. Just follow the cue of your breathing, step by step. For those of you laying on the earth, if you would like to, you can slowly join us in seated meditation. Otherwise, stay as you are. If the mind is awake and body is relaxed, no problem. Let yourself experience the heart center from the back, moving inwards, from the sides, moving inwards, and from the front, moving inwards. The heart is a vast sky, spreading wings in all directions, not encumbered by time or space. Emotions, memories, thoughts may swirl around. But stay with your pure, guided awareness towards that which is infinite and full of creative potential. Being born a human means being born with the innate ability to create. Creation can be love, creation can be hatred, and all that which lies in between. So now that you have generated this prana, this life force through your practice, choosing what it is you wish to create, choosing with viveka or discernment, where to place my prana. Slowly begin to extend the positive fruits of your practice to all beings. Metta, loving kindness. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free from ignorance, illusion, delusion of mind. May all beings be liberated. Starting from yourself and just feeling those benevolent wishes in broadening circles around you until you reach this entire earth and beyond. All beings, all beings, all beings, all beings free from suffering. And from as wide as you have gotten, coming back to yourself and feeling all benevolent beings' good wishes for you. May you be happy. May you be free from bondage, from suffering. May you be healthy and in wisdom. Good. Slowly start to deepen your breathing as you become aware of this physical outline of your structure again, your body, how it feels, how it sits or lays. If you'd like to bring the palms together in Anjali Mudra at the heart, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. If you're seated upright, exhale, surrender your body to Mother Earth. Surrender the fruits of your practice for the benefit of all. Slowly rub the palms together, generate some heat, and bring those heated palms to the face, to the eyes especially. You can begin to massage and work your fingers through the crevices of the face until you're ready to open your eyes again. Thank you all so much for embarking on this journey together. Good. Right, it's so special, that cave-like atmosphere of the dark, to become more comfortable with that in outer presence and inner presence. Yeah, thank you all so much. Thank you, Surya, Zenab. Hi, Zenab. Great. Patty, Aaron, Liz, thank you so much. Right, my name is Kushi. It's always a pleasure to be with you. You can find out more about myself from the page on Insight Timer and my website, etc. So do take a look. If you like to donate, you're welcome to. I won't be here next week, but the week after, usually at this time, right? So you can look for these classes and really do enjoy the very special experience that you've created for yourself, right? Thank you, Rosa, Sandy, thank you so much, Anne. All right. If you have any questions or doubts or anything that you need to ask, you're welcome to ask in this little chat box, right? And I hope wherever you are in the world, I hope you can feel the love of all your brothers and sisters together, practicing and creating some harmony, right, in this world. So thank you for doing that. Good, everyone. Take good care. Wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Thank you. Lots of love. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Lucilla, thank you. Joski, thank you. Namaste, namaste. Good, good, good. All right. If there are no questions or nothing else to say, then please go on and have a brilliant day. Bye-bye, everyone.